Welcome back to Botanical Bliss, where I share my gardening adventures and inspire you to dig into the joys of growing your own food. Today, I'm diving into a topic that's close to my heart: the easiest fruits to grow at home. Whether you're a gardening newbie or someone who's been staring at that bare patch in your yard wondering what to do with it, this guide is for you. Let's explore some of the most rewarding fruits that are practically foolproof to grow, along with how to care for them and tackle common challenges. Who doesn't love biting into a juicy, sun-ripened strawberry? These little gems are not just delicious but also incredibly easy to grow. Strawberries thrive in garden beds, hanging baskets, and even small pots, making them ideal for limited spaces. They need plenty of sunlight and slightly acidic, well-draining soil. To grow them, plant strawberry runners or seeds in early spring, ensuring they're spaced about a foot apart. Keep the soil consistently moist but not soggy, and add mulch to retain moisture and keep weeds at bay. One challenge is keeping pests like slugs and birds away from the berries. You can use netting or organic slug repellents to protect your plants. With proper care, you'll be rewarded with sweet, juicy strawberries in a few months. Blueberries are one of my all-time favorite fruits to grow. They're packed with antioxidants, and there's something magical about picking them fresh from your own garden. While they prefer acidic soil, pH 4.5 to 5.5, you can easily grow them in containers with a mix of peat moss, sand, and pine bark. Position your pots in a sunny spot and water regularly, keeping the soil moist but not waterlogged. Blueberries are relatively low maintenance, but they do require patience since it takes about 2 years for the bushes to produce a significant harvest. Pruning older branches and fertilizing with an acid-loving plant fertilizer will keep them productive. Watch out for birds that might snack on the berries. Netting can save your crop. If you have a bit more space, apple trees are a fantastic choice. I started with a dwarf variety, perfect for small yards or even large containers. Apples prefer full sun and well-draining, slightly acidic soil. Plant them in early spring or fall, and water deeply once a week during dry spells. For those planting multiple trees, remember to choose compatible varieties for cross-pollination. Apples do require regular pruning to maintain their shape and encourage fruiting. Pests like codling moths and aphids can be a challenge, but organic sprays or introducing beneficial insects like ladybugs can help. Once established, apple trees reward you with crisp, delicious fruit and stunning spring blossoms. Okay, I know tomatoes are technically a fruit, and they deserve a spot on this list. Tomatoes are versatile, fast-growing, and perfect for beginners. Whether you're planting cherry tomatoes in a pot or a beefsteak variety in your garden, these plants are forgiving and productive. Tomatoes thrive in well-draining soil enriched with compost. Place them in a sunny spot and water consistently, avoiding wetting the leaves to prevent diseases like blight. Stake or cage your plants to support their growth and keep the fruits off the ground. While tomatoes are relatively easy to grow, pests like hornworms and whiteflies can be an issue. Hand-picking pests or using neem oil are effective solutions. Figs might not be the first fruit that comes to mind, but they're incredibly easy to grow and oh so delicious. These trees thrive in warm climates but can also be grown in pots in cooler areas, making them surprisingly adaptable. Plant figs in well-draining soil and ensure they get full sunlight. Water them moderately, allowing the soil to dry out slightly between waterings. One of the best things about figs is their resilience. They're drought-tolerant and rarely bothered by pests. However, overwatering can lead to root rot, so it's important to strike the right balance. With minimal care, you'll enjoy sweet, honey-like figs straight from the tree. Lemon trees bring a touch of the Mediterranean to your home, and they're easier to grow than you might think. If you don't have space for a full-size tree, consider a dwarf variety in a pot. Lemons love sunlight and need regular watering, but they're otherwise low maintenance. To grow lemons, plant them in well-draining soil and fertilize with a citrus-specific fertilizer during the growing season. While they're hardy, lemon trees can sometimes be affected by pests like spider mites or aphids. A gentle spray of soapy water usually does the trick. With a bit of care, your lemon tree will reward you with fragrant blossoms and zesty fruits perfect for cooking and drinks. While these fruits are beginner-friendly, a little care goes a long way. Here are some essential tips to keep your fruit garden thriving. Sunlight. Most fruits need at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. Watering. Keep the soil consistently moist but avoid overwatering to prevent root rot. Fertilizing. Use organic or balanced fertilizers tailored to the needs of your specific plants. Pruning. Regular pruning encourages healthy growth and better fruit production. Pest management. Monitor your plants regularly and address any pest issues promptly using organic methods. Growing your own fruits isn't just about the harvest, it's about the journey. Watching your plants grow and thrive, knowing you've nurtured them with your own hands, is a joy like no other. Whether you're picking fresh strawberries for your morning cereal or slicing a homegrown lemon for tea, the rewards are endless. So what are you waiting for? Grab your gardening gloves and get started. I can't wait to hear about your fruit growing adventures. Let me know in the comments which fruit you're most excited to try.